I honestly do not even know where I'm up to anymore. It's been so long. Giant yellow letters ballooned on my phone screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and deploying more troops. Damn it, get out of the way! A small yellow plush with a great smiley face waved a sword, and the big bad, a giant, came rushing out of the castle. Smiley man! So we meet again. What are you doing? Ah! You lose. Oh no. Ian? Why is this in Comic Sans? Ian the brutal moose of yore stood over my shoulder, peering at my phone. What do you want? Yeesh, touchy, aren't we? I have no idea why he's in Comic Sans. Is this kind of like a thing for brutal moose? Oh, wait a minute. I thought I watched Brutal Moose. What are you doing playing such a boring game anyway? Don't judge, Ian. Nothing. I was waiting for Mai and I was bored. To tell the truth, I was practicing. That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. Doesn't seem like you're any good. He looked at my phone again and froze. Holy crap! How did you do that? Do what? Your score! That's incredible! How long have you been playing this game? I'd never seen Ian so animated, if you ask me. If you ask me, I would almost say he cared about what was happening. I guess 2 weeks, maybe? Only 2 weeks! He put his hand to his chin and thought. If you're this good at this game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament. What are you suggesting? He glared at me. We both know you'd love to join the Normal Roots Club, and they need someone to fill puzzle games during the tournament. You need to join the team. Could he be pulling my leg? It was possible that I was actually much worse than average, and he wanted me to join the team to drag down their score. Oh, Mai, your confidence. Oh wait, not Mai. Hana, your confidence. Oh, I forgot the name. A dirty move, but I wasn't sure Ian wouldn't do it if given the chance. Look, at least give it some thought. That was impressive, and I wouldn't mind having some competition for once. He turned on his heel and ambled to his seat. What was that about? That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Hana? Isn't this exactly what you wanted? I guess. Not everyone's so enthusiastic about having me on the team, though. Shane. Ugh. Shane's glaring face passed through my mind. I'm sure if you prove yourself, it would be all right. What are you going to do? Ooh, finally an option. I am going to say I'd like to try. We're all about trying and things. Even if I fail, I'm going to work hard and give it my best. And maybe I can even make Shane and the others accept me. Now's not the time for me to sit around and wonder what else I can do. There's my girl. Oh, Hana, you're catapulting through the sky like a shooting star. Bless. And what are you gonna do next? Talk to them? An image of myself going head to head with Shane flickered through my mind. Maybe not just yet. Sensing my unease, Mai shrugged. Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Block after all. It wouldn't help him to have competition. And besides, Shizuka stalked in, looking furious. Man problems probably. Turned to page 394, and that was the end of that. Finally, class was over. I gathered my bags and joined Mai as she headed to the door. Hana. What does Shane have to say? Shane stood before me, shifting from foot to foot. Can I speak to you? A lump formed in my throat. What did he want now? Sure, Mai, go on ahead, if you say so. With a worried tone in her voice, Mai left us alone. Shane waved me out of the classroom and into a nook next to the window. It came to my attention that I perhaps said something that perhaps I should not have said. I'm pretty sure he's English, right? Yeah. And that perchance I may have possibly bothered you in some such fashion as cause of my words that I said. I have no idea what he just said. I'm sorry? Yes, exactly. What? I'm sorry for what I said about your hair. My heart skipped a beat. How did you know I heard that? Mai. She came to my room last night and tore my ear off. Oh my. Chagrin quickly turned into gratefulness. How many other girls would go to one of the most popular guys in school and chew him out because he was mean to her friend, especially when I wasn't even supposed to hear it. I hope you can forgive me. A weight lifted from my shoulders. It's all working out for my girl Hana. Oh no, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for apologizing to me. To be honest, I've been worrying about this for a while now, so I'm glad you've changed your mind. I didn't say that. I deflated. Look, it's not really about you. Or in a way, it is. But you can't really help that. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Never mind. Look, you have to come with me. I have a surprise. Following Shane around was not something I would particularly like to do, especially considering what just happened, but yeah, okay. Shane grabbed my wrist and led me down the hallway. I could probably have followed him just as well without his needing to do that, but there was worse things in this world. Before long, we wound up in front of the Normal Boots club room. What is this? Without saying a word, Shane opened up the door and led me in. Inside, the entirety of Normal Boots was waiting. Aww, along with a sullen-faced I don't know what's going on. Well, looks like my work is done. Goodbye. He brushed past me as PBG began to laugh. I'm so confused. Thanks, man. See you in the tournament. So, Hana, I bet you're wondering why Mr. Stoic brought you here. A little bit, yeah. As you know, there is a tournament that happens each year in early spring. This year, the tournament is in about a month and a half. We each compete in various events. It used to be an easy win, but with Hidden Block around, things changed. We want to keep our competitive edge. Something happened last year that made it so we no longer have someone competing in the puzzle category. I stand by my decision, so we need someone to take John's place. Oh, what did he do? I don't understand. We all have different categories we're entering into, and half of us have jobs or other clubs that we're busy with. We can't exactly take more on. For example, I compete in the invention and game design category, and I play retro games. Get a higher score than other fellow by the end of the level, that kind of thing. I play pinball on the machines and arcade and the arcade provides. And it's the same thing, really. Shane does Mario Kart racing, or at least he will this year. I do completion speedruns, so I gather and accomplish everything in a game as fast as possible. It's just as draining as it sounds. We compete in tag team 80s and 90s arcade beat-em-ups. Specific, I know. And I dance! We each have our own fields, and we can't take the time to learn a new one. So Ian told us how good you are at Dumby Doom's Revenge. He suggested you enter the tournament as a member of the Normal Boots Club. He? Really? Why on earth would he do that? He's won that event every year he's gone to school in this district. He wants a little challenge this time around. Just because we're rivals doesn't mean we're not friends. Anyways, we voted on whether you should join the club, and well, long story short, we've got a compromise. You enter the tournament, and if you win, you get to join the Normal Boots Club. If you lose, well, you don't have what it takes. What do you say? This was amazing! This was exactly what I wanted. This was my chance, but I don't know. If I lost, didn't that mean I would lose their friendship too? No, sure it wouldn't. I'd be a laughing stock, and I'd be left alone again. You should accept. But where did you even come from? Don't you remember what you told me? No more giving up. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm going to try. And that was how I got the opportunity to join the Normal Boots Club. If I could win my event for the tournament, I would officially join the team. If I didn't, the club would be more likely to lose a tournament and I wouldn't get to stick around. It was scary, but if I succeeded, it would be worth it. I couldn't sleep at all that night. So when morning came, I put on my uniform and headed to class early. Really wish I remember what I did before this chapter. For once I was eager for the mundane classroom environment. I hoped it would still my racing thoughts and help me come to terms with my amazingly good fortune. Therefore, I was sitting in my desk, falling asleep, when a hand slammed upon it, sir. Listen up. I scooted my chair away from my desk. Shane glared at me. If you are really competing with us in the tournament, and I still can't believe that's happening, then you had better not let us down. He pulled out the chair in front of my desk and sat down. Oh, Shane. Let's talk strategy. What? Do you think practice will pull you through the tournament? Despite knowing it was probably the wrong answer, I nodded. Wrong! Rather than practice, you need strategy. I could hardly believe my eyes. Shane, the normally quiet, wary, barely speaking Shane, was suddenly on fire and preparing to give me a full lecture on video game strategy. Did this mean my good fortune was over? Or, pay attention! I snapped up straight and scooted my chair to my desk. Yes, sir. Strategy isn't something you can just study, and it isn't something you only start thinking about when you're playing your game. Strategy is always, repeat after me, strategy is always, strategy is always. He slammed his hand on the desk again. With feeling! Strategy is always! Good. Do you know what this means? In your daily life, you can make choices willy-nilly, like an absolute idiot, or you can make smart, intelligent choices. You can make choices like a winner. Sometimes these go against what we want in the moment. Someone strategizing for a diet would have to pick not to eat a second serving, even if they want to, even if they're hungry. It's not always what you want, but it's what you've got to do. Understand? I think. Kind of. He nodded, seemingly satisfied. The more you strategize in your daily life, the better your mind will get when trying to strategize in game. Gaming isn't just fun. Gaming is life. He leaned forward, staring me down. Strategy is always. Shane grabbed the bottom of his chair and scooted frantically away. His mission apparently accomplished. He sat in his desk across the room, pulling out his sketch pad and drawing pencil. Then, face as calm as ever before, he started to draw. I turned back to my desk. Once again, wide awake, Shane's words repeating in my head. Strategy is